bam in your face. I am so happy right now because, hey everyone, welcome back to Makan and Wine, and it's me again, Lionel Lau, the founder of dineout.com and your resident wine and spirits expert. And what are we doing in Makan and Wine? We always try to find some wines or some spirits even, right, that will work with our local Malaysian food. And this dish is a classic, right? This is a dish that most Malaysians, I would believe, if not all of us, would identify as a national dish, is the Nasi Lemak. We have it for breakfast, we have it for lunch, we have it for dinner, we have it for supper. We literally can have Nasi Lemak all year round, all 24/7, right? All the time. And there are varying versions of this, right? With fried chicken, with this, that, and the other. But I've decided for this exercise, we're going to go with the classics, right? Nasi, your hard-boiled egg, some kacang, the fried ikan bilis, and your sambal. And I've got some sambal sotong as well. Probably one of the more classic condiments that will go with it. And we will try to match some wines with this and see whether it works. And if you're new to the channel, let me give a shout out to our sponsors, Short Swizzle Glasses. You must be wondering, why are wine glasses without a stand? And this is a range from Short Swizzle crystal glasses, which I think are fantastic, especially for us in Asia, eating Asian food, where the dishes are all over the place, no stem, almost never knocking them over and breaking them, right? And they are perfect to pair with most wines. So today, what we have with us is we've got Italian white. It's a light sweet wine, not sweet as in dessert wine. Lightly sweet wine. It's 100% Moscato or Muscat grape, and it's from a very famous producer called Antinori, from a very famous vineyard as well called Prunoto, named after a man named Alfredo Prunoto. Was very well known in the Italian wine circles for instituting a lot of more things that they do today in vineyards, right? And this is a Moscato di Asti because they're based in Alba, and then where they produce the greatest Barolos and Barbarescos. I thought something slightly sweet, not sweet again, should work counter a little bit of that spice and that savoriness from the ikan bilis. So let's try the wine first. Remember, I always say we need to try the wine first. And don't be worried if you see a little bit of bubbles. This is not a sparkling wine, but it's slightly effervescent. Slightly, so you get a little bit of nice soft bubbles in there. Oh. The smell of white flowers, honey for sure, but light honey, it's like you smell the honeycomb is light, it's not intense in the bottle. Unmistakably muscat. Nice, so refreshing, but definitely sweet, and it just coats your mouth. I'll pour a bit more before I dig into the nasi. So we're gonna get a bit of the ikan bilis, a bit of the rice, a bit of kacang, of course your little bit of hard-boiled egg. That was just amazing. Neutralize a bit of the sweetness and make me want to drink more, and actually enhance the savoriness of the ikan bilis. Wow. That is really, that's a winner. That's a definite winner. Okay, we now go on to wine number 2, and wine number 2 is from a category of wines called sherry. I love sherries, and I think they are probably the most versatile type of wine in the world. And this is a particular style that I really like. It's called the Palo Cortado. It has at least 12 years of age, although it's not a particular vintage because sherries, the way they make it, maybe I'll do an entire video on sherries next time. But basically, they move from one cask to another cask to another cask, to a little bit, so it's always a mix. But the great thing about this Palo Cortado is a category that you can't make it, it just happens. For some reason, when they ferment the wines, in Spain, because it's in open cellars, they actually have a natural film of yeast called the flor on top of it. For some reason, on the Palo Cortado, the floor just dies. And they literally then have to fortify it So you get the best of both worlds. You get that natural fermentation, and then you get that, what you call it, the oxidization. So you literally get a little bit of the Fino and a little bit of the Oloroso, almost like right in between. So I think this wine will actually work too with the Nasi Lemak. So let's give it a whirl. You get green apples, funny, but then at the same time you get this oxidized, it's dried fruit. You get fresh fruit and dried fruit. It's weird. It's a weird kind of combination, but it's lovely. It's lovely. It's really lovely. Bone dry. It's just so totally dry. Not sweet whatsoever, even though it's 45. And it's 45 and it reaches about 20% alcohol, 18%. So let's give it a go. We'll get a bit of sotong as well this time. But we must have the ikan bilis, because that's the classic, right? Fantastic! It actually makes the wine slightly sweet. Ow! But it has body, right? The wine has body. It makes it slightly sweet, and this wine actually, even though it's not sweet, makes the nasi, the heat come out, but in a nice way. It's nice radiating heat. It's not like bam in your face. I am so happy right now, because some of you wouldn't know. People have asked me the first time I started doing these videos, why didn't I do Nasi Lemak? I did. I tried and I failed miserably. The wines that I selected were hopeless. I couldn't, in good conscience, tell people that those wines were the wines to pair the Nasi Lemak. So I decided I would try it again. And I can't believe it. I've hit the jackpot. Both wines are absolutely fantastic. Really, really, I can't recommend them enough. So the Prunoto, Moscato d'Asti, it's available on Dine Out, of course, and it's only 94 ringgit. Guys, it will go with anything spicy, but especially when you have something like this, which is that sort of savory spice. You know, you get that fishiness, that kind of spice. It's fantastic. I think this would work well with a laksa, curry laksa as well. Fantastic, really, really good. And the Leonor Palo Cortado from Gonzalez Buyers, it's only 68 ringgit. 68 ringgit for this fantastic bottle, although half a bottle only, but it's usually more than enough, and this will blow anyone's mind of what they think sherry is about. This is a stunner, and have it with the Nasi Lemak, you will surprise everyone. Next time you do a Nasi Lemak party at your house, pull these two wines out and you will win. You will win hands down. So do try it, check it out on Dine Out. If you have any suggestions or any other wines, let me know. Comment on our social media pages, give us a like and follow us. Thank you and see you again.